Welcome back to the Next Call podcast.
Welcome back.
What's good?
Not much, man. It's been a long week. The week's not even over.
It's your boy Jay. It's EJ. We in here for this long freaking week. And it has been a long week. If you don't know by now and you live under a rock or something somewhere, unfortunately, on this past Sunday, we lost Kobe Bryant and his daughter Gianna, and a number of other people. I'll list their names real quick just so they also were involved in the crash. Peyton Chester, Sarah Chester, Christina Mauser, John Altobelli, Carrie Altobelli, Alyssa Altobelli, and the pilot of the aircraft was Ara Zobayan. Unfortunately, they passed away in a helicopter accident this weekend on Sunday the 26th. So it was so jarring and just completely out of nowhere. I remember, so apparently it happened at 10 o'clock in the morning on Sunday, and news really didn't pick up on it until I guess about 1 o'clock. But the first thing I saw was TMZ posted, and TMZ is what TMZ is. So you kind of got to take what they say with a grain of salt. So at first I thought it was just like
Fake.
Like I thought somebody hacked his social account or something like that. And, because that's happened to some celebrities in the past. And then by like 3 o'clock, I caught up with the news again and checked it. And this time it was across multiple news sources. It was everywhere. And at first they didn't know how many people were involved. It was first that were, obviously because it's Kobe Bryant, he got at first the biggest airtime as far as who was involved in the accident. Yeah. And they didn't know how many were involved at first. At first they thought there were 5 people. They didn't know if his daughter Gianna was in there with him or not. And all these other people, I heard after all the stuff started coming out that they were on the way to his daughter's basketball game, and they just took the helicopter because Kobe was famous for using the helicopter as his mode of transportation for a long time, like a lot of his career in LA. Like he just used the helicopter to travel. It was seemingly safe, and I guess he had this helicopter or it was manufactured in 1991, so it wasn't like a new. Yeah, it wasn't like a new helicopter, but it wasn't old, I guess, by standards anyway. And they said there were no problems with it. So then as like news gone on, they upped it to 9 people. I mean, it was a bigger, like a Sikorsky S-76 or something. Like I read all this stuff because it was just everywhere. But it's like a luxury aircraft. And what struck me the most is like that they were in the air for only like 40 minutes or something like that. It wasn't long. They departed at like 9:07 or something in the morning, and then the plane crashed around 10 a.m. And it was like TMZ already had pictures of the crash site before like anybody.
To be honest with you, it bewilders me how quickly they get a hold of that kind of stuff.
Dude, they have people everywhere. They have to. It's crazy. And what made me the most sad when I like first started reading on, like, because they didn't know if there was any survivors. Like they just heard that the aircraft was down and stuff. They kept going back to this one guy's account. He was right there, like nearby the scene at a church. He was just standing outside drinking coffee, and he said he heard the rotors sputtering, and then he heard a boom, like an explosion, and he saw it, and then he saw a fireball, and he was like, nobody could survive that. And it was just like, that to me was devastating.
Yeah.
Like it was so sudden and so shocking, you know. And he's 41. His daughter was 13, and then all the rest of them, like, you know, there were other players that were
her age.
Yeah, that were her age. That were Gianna's friends, and then their parents. One of them was like the coach.
Yeah.
John Altobelli, and then I think one of the other ones was one of the Mamba's coaches.
I forgot her name. Oh my gosh. You have listed the names.
It's Peyton Chester, Sarah Chester. I think those are two. The mom and the
wife and husband.
And then Christina Mauser, I believe. Isn't that the coach?
I think that's the coach. Yeah.
Yeah. So,
and then Mauser, if I'm not mistaken, I don't want to speak incorrectly, but I'm pretty sure he was a coach for a local college baseball team, right?
No, so it was John and Carrie Altobelli, and John was the coach from. He was a baseball coach, yeah.
Yeah. I saw that part.
Mauser was part of the Mamba's basketball team. I haven't followed up on anything after that. You know, like I just kind of, I think it's just shocked the world. Like, Kobe Bryant is a legend. You can't argue how dynamic he was both on and off the court. Like, you can't argue about his character. Like Mamba mentality was like literally almost every single post that I saw. Yep. And it was just so crazy because I'm scrolling through social media, and the amount of people, like from high up celebrities that were like, you know, like big names, all the way down to like minor celebrities or just like regular people. There were so many stories. It was insane. The amount of stories that I saw, like, and then one of the ones that like made me really really sad was Shaq's post. Shaquille O'Neal posted, and it was like just heartbreaking, just devastating. Because, like, name a more dynamic duo, like, of anyone in basketball. It's, you think Kobe and Shaq. I mean, they were just dominating. And yeah, so it was just crazy, you know, like it happened out of nowhere, and it was a freak accident. I mean, they have an investigation going on what happened with the aircraft and stuff, but and we'll follow up with that later. But I couldn't believe it. Like, it truly shows that life is short. Like, life can take a turn in an instant, blink of an eye, and be changed forever. And I mean, you look at the response, and it was like the day of the Grammys too, on Sunday.
Oh, that was the craziest part.
Oh my God. Like, everyone was just devastated, and it was happening, like, you know, they do the Grammys where Kobe plays, like
in the house that Kobe built.
Exactly. And that's what they said too. Like, we're in the house that Kobe built. And they immediately, because they knew the Grammys was happening, like, people started to gather outside, and they were in there rehearsing for the Grammys. But the staff in the center took his jerseys out of, because I guess they were on display somewhere in the lobby somewhere, and they took them out and immediately got them hung in the arena, and put like focused lights on them and stuff like that, and just left the lights on,
as they should.
And literally in the middle of the rehearsal for the Grammys, they all just stopped and were just like staring at his. That's what I read in a news story. And then they completely and most respectfully did him justice by dedicating a lot of things to his name at the Grammys. Like I watched the whole show, and it was nice. It was really nice.
But did DJ Khaled do the?
He did.
I didn't watch the Grammys, but I saw like little clips and whatnot. He did the Higher song with Nipsey Hussle, who unfortunately also passed away last year. But they actually put Kobe right next to Nipsey.
Yeah. So they took, they performed it with John Legend, and then they actually like played Nipsey's part in the song. Like they played a video of him,
right?
And then right at the end they put up it was a massive like big screen. They put up an image of Nipsey and Kobe, and then DJ Khaled was like, this is for Nipsey and his family and Kobe and his family. And it was just like, I'm sure there was not a dry eye in the house. Like of
course not. How could you be?
If I was there in person, I would have lost it. Just bawling. It was so sad. But it was, that song was incredibly uplifting to hear. Like I knew they were going to perform it because of Nipsey, and then the horrible tragedy that happened with all aboard that helicopter. It was just like incredibly well done and incredibly respectful for for the situation at hand. But
for sure.
Yeah, man, it was rough. It was a rough week, and that's the start. Like that was the start of the week, and then like Monday morning, I just got up and I felt like I got hit by a bus.
Yeah, it was. Like I'm not a basketball person at all.
Yeah,
I played a little bit in high school, but I'm not the one who watches it or anything like that. But I think it resonated with so many people because of who he was and what he just meant for the culture, not just basketball culture, just pop culture, American culture, world culture.
He was a household name.
Exactly. And it was somebody that you never thought was going to die that way.
Yeah.
You always, when you think of Kobe, it's like, oh, you think he's
invincible.
Retire. Exactly. Like he's Superman.
Exactly. And I mean, this dude would train relentlessly. He was just known for his drive and his character, and it just can't. You can't even imagine that something like that would happen. It just totally was out of nowhere, out of the blue, and he was a Renaissance man. Like not only was he a basketball player, but he was incredibly generous with his time outside of basketball. Yep. He was an entrepreneur. He was driven, focused. I mean, like, you just look at all the people that have posted in testament to his character. You can't. It's still going on social media, still, and it will. It will.
As it should. Let's be clear.
Yeah, well, as it should, definitely. Yeah, man. It was so shocking, and it just proves that life is just like, we have to enjoy the time that we get. We only live once. Like, as cliche as YOLO is,
YOLO.
As cliche as that saying is, you only live once, and I feel like in our culture, especially, and among our age group, we're realizing that more so than our parents' generations did. And then, I mean, not to say that like our grandparents' generation didn't, but it was just a different time, There's sure. Because of technology and because of mass media and all that stuff, I think people like to use the word woke. Like I think people are woke now in a way that they haven't been ever before.
Exactly.
People can now, anyone can have a voice. Anyone. I've seen any number of things on social media or whatever. Like, it's giving people an option to connect like we've never connected before.
Look at us recording a podcast and we live in 2 different states.
Here we are. Yeah, I mean, like it's insane. But I think everyone deserves a voice, and that's why we're doing this podcast. But but then, like it needs to be a respectful voice, like technology.
Don't be a dickhead.
Yeah, exactly. You know what I mean? Like, I've seen especially with social media and stuff, it can be a tough place for some people. So, but there's gonna be bullies and stuff anywhere. But
that's true.
Yeah, man. So I think we should definitely talk about seeing as how like the topic's kind of on life being too short. I think we should talk about some things that we would like on like a bucket list, like what we would I don't know, what we want to do before, like if we had a certain amount of time left, like we got a phone call and it's like, hey, you got this much time left, like what on your bucket list do you have? Like a few things? Do you have anything that you can recall like off the top of your head for?
Let me tell you. So the things that I think about the most during my day when I should be working are what I do when I win the lottery, and what do I want to do before I die. So trust me, I have a lot of things.
Preach.
All right, I'll go first.
You go.
One of them was, so I'm gonna steal. I'm gonna do an extra one. One of them was go to Paris.
Oh, yeah.
Because for some reason when I was a kid, I've always wanted to go to Paris. It's always seemed like super regal and something that was just the polar opposite of what I grew up in.
Yeah.
And I did that this summer, so I'm good there.
Put that off the bucket list.
Right. So that's
that one's
one.
in the bucket.
It's a congeniality.
Yeah.
But skinny dipping.
That's one? Skinny dipping?
I really want to go skinny dipping.
Have you never done that before?
You have?
Yes. I mean, as a kid, like not as an adult.
Oh.
Not as an adult.
No,
or maybe,
I want to go like.
I mean, if you count college age, like my parents had a pool, and
okay,
it was in our backyard with like double fences and whatever, so nobody could see. So yeah.
No.
You're talking public. You're talking like go to a hotel.
I'm not saying like
you're gonna go butt naked in the ocean.
I'm saying like
broad daylight,
sneaking into a lake in the middle of the night. It's nobody probably will see, but there's always that little bit of chance and danger that they could. Skinny dipping is definitely on my list. I don't know why. You're gonna notice a trend with mine. Mine are like slightly dangerous. Some of them more so than others, but skinny dipping is for sure one of mine.
I mean, yeah. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. I mean, if we're talking stuff that we've checked off or soon to check off, one of mine is, and it's a softy one. It's a softy one.
Okay.
I'm getting married in a few months, so
I would clap if it wouldn't clip the microphone.
Yeah. So that's been on my bucket list, is to get married, and I'm a lucky guy. So that's
yes,
that's a little softball one. That one was easy.
Aww.
That's an easy bucket list item because I found the right one. I knew exactly when I was gonna ask, and she said yes. So and you were there.
I seen it.
My
through
plan,
the window of the house.
I had a flawless plan, and it worked. It was dope. You were there to take pictures. Side note,
that
EJ's
turned
a
out
photographer.
terribly, unfortunately.
Huh?
Yes, I am. I am a photographer and professional skinny dipper.
That's right. live life on the edge. He's taking photos of himself while he's skinny dipping. I took a sip of water and was spitting everywhere.
So
you got
what else? So that was your softball. That was your Paris for you. So what is your other one?
That was my Paris. On the subject of travel, as it were, one of my, I definitely have to make it there at some point in my life. I want to travel to Italy, and
Ooh.
I want to see all of Italy. I mean, the whole freaking country is just like a marvel of architecture and art. It's it's unlike any place on earth, and there are just places that you have to see. And Italy, like I want to go to Rome, I want to go to all these places. It's just an incredible place, and I know people that have gone, and all they say is just go. Like, you just have to go. So that's a big one for me. I have to get there at some point. I don't know when. I'd get there. I don't know how much
2020.
it
I'm
would
speaking
be.
into existence. It's happening.
Please, yo. I want to go so badly. I gotta get there. Yeah. So that's
So
that's one of mine.
I've never been to Italy. But so the same summer when I was spent the summer overseas, I got to go to Croatia. I don't know if I ever told you this. I told you I went to Croatia, but I don't think I've told you this specific story. So Croatia is literally adjacent to Italy. You can technically catch a boat from Venice to the capital city in Croatia.
Dang.
But we were in Split, which is a little bit further south. And it's really weird because you get there and you get Key West vibes.
Yeah.
It's very like like we're about to party.
Everybody's wearing booty shorts.
Right? But Croatia was part of the Roman Empire way back when. And it's really weird because the buildings are old. They have very like Italian architecture.
Yeah.
And the city, in the middle of the city is actually a Roman castle that was built by this king to retire there. What? And it's weird because now what's happened is
this man had a lit idea.
They basically, you can walk through the quote unquote castle. It's not a castle anymore, but there's shops. So you're walking through these like ancient Roman streets, and you're walking by a bebe or a restaurant.
What?
Or it like a.
So it's basically like a mall, but inside of this.
Kinda, but it's very historic. And so one night, and there's a church in the middle of it too. And in front of this church, there's this big open area where you can kind of sit around. It's just open. And one night we were there, we came across these guys playing music and people dancing in the middle, and everybody was just sitting around the side, and the restaurant that was just adjacent to it was coming out and giving people glasses of wine.
What?
And so I'm sitting here in the middle of this
plaza, essentially,
like ancient Roman castle at 1:00 in the morning in the middle of Croatia, sipping wine, listening to like watching people dance. It was the craziest experience of my life. But yes, Italy,
dude. I bet you. Well, I guess I just added a place to my bucket list, and then I'll go to Croatia too. That sounds dope.
It's amazing. It's right by the water. It's beautiful.
And speaking of a church too, I don't know if you knew this. I never knew this until recently. Did you know that Kobe Bryant was Catholic?
I did not.
Like a practicing Catholic. I had no idea. It randomly popped up in a news story, but like his family's Catholic. I had no idea.
His family or his wife and
I think I don't know to be sure. I know he's Catholic for sure.
Okay.
But
I did not know that.
I didn't know that either. I thought that was a little interesting fact. Not to throw the whole conversation off, but
no.
Yeah.
We're having a conversation.
But yeah, I thought that was interesting. Anyways, back to bucket list.
So speaking of Europe,
yeah,
I want to go running with the bulls.
You want to go to
Spain?
You are nuts. I'm not trying to get gored by a bull. Like,
neither am I. That's what
you're just gonna get. What, you still gonna run fast? I mean, yeah. Obviously, the object is to not get stabbed in the freaking ass with the to get gored by a bull.
The thing about it is, you don't have to be the fastest. You just can't be the slowest.
Right. Yeah. It's like safe in the middle, I would assume.
Exactly.
Oh, are you going to be that type of
person? My fat ass
is
not going to be in the front.
I would not be. I am not a runner. I've never been one. If I was getting chased by a bull, though, I could be. I definitely could be. I mean, are you going to be that type of person that, like, you're in the middle and you're throwing elbows and, like...
No, if I was
like
in the middle, I'll be...
trying to sabotage some people just to get a little faster?
No, like, if I was in the middle, I'd feel pretty safe, to be honest with you.
Would you run the whole route? Or would you...
I'd run the whole route, for sure.
Or would you be that person that's jumping up on the side and just jumping over a gate?
So it depends. It depends on how well I've trained.
Okay.
So in the middle, I'm not touching anybody. I'm just enjoying my best life.
Oh, yeah,
but as I start to tail off towards the end,
breezy.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna start clipping some people.
You throwing elbows?
Oh, elbows,
throwing
knees,
your feet out,
everything. And then if I get towards the end, I'm jumping on somebody's building or back or something.
I don't know how long the route is. Do you know how long it is?
No, but
it's got to be short, right?
I don't know. I do remember when we were in college, though, there was, and I don't know if it's like the same people who organized the one in Spain, but there was a running of the bulls that was touring the United States.
Yeah.
And there was one in Virginia.
Are you serious?
And I almost did it.
Yo, I never heard about that. That's insane.
Yeah, people I worked with at the time talked me out of it, but
they didn't want you to die.
I mean, I should have just did it, though. YOLO.
I mean, hey.
I still gonna have to do it, so one day.
Yeah, it's on your bucket list. So I mean, hey, if I ever get in shape, I'll join you. I don't know if
you're closer than I am.
I don't know if I'll be. Running is never one of my preferred exercises. I'll just be real with you. I like the bike.
You biking of the bulls?
I win. Is there a prize at the end of this, or just basically you don't die? That's the surprise.
Though I think the one I seen in the tour of the United States, I think there was actually like prize money at the end if you're first.
What in the world? I bet they better make like a freaking badass like medal or something you get to wear. That'd be
or
tight.
Some money.
That'd be tight. It's probably just like a golden shoe or something.
Yeah, it's true.
Or yeah, I mean,
you get to drink bull's blood.
You get to drink all the tequila if you want. If you go to Spain, Arriba,
sangrias, wine.
Speaking of races, now that I think about it, I have another bucket list item. I'd love to go see the Iditarod. I know it's like cold as hell, but I mean, who in their lifetime, other than the people that it's through Alaska, right? Isn't that where it's at?
It's Alaska.
So, also, I want to go on an Alaskan cruise if ever I somehow. I've heard it's amazing. So, but I hear mixed reviews. Like I hear people say that it was amazing, it was breathtaking, the amount of stuff you see, and then people just hated it. But I don't know, like it's not going to be like a Caribbean cruise. You're not going to go to some, I don't know what people are expecting. You're going there to see
Mai Tais.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like what are you expecting?
I think you should do it.
An Alaskan cruise would be lit, but on the rate, like the Iditarod, I think that's tight. Like my fiance's mom really follows it, like follows sled dog teams and all that. Like when
really,
I'm dead serious. When the race gets going,
amazing.
She loves it. I think one of her friends went to the race this last year and then sent her, because all the dogs wear shoes. I didn't know this, but they all are wearing shoes. Obviously,
okay.
It makes sense once like
Yeah,
somebody,
her feet will fall off otherwise.
yeah, it makes sense. But like, her friend sent her back a shoe, like one of the dog's shoes. Like that was one of the most like thoughtful lit gifts I've ever seen.
That's tight.
But yeah, I want to go see that. I think that would be crazy. Can you just remember that movie Balto?
I was about to say Balto. Fucking Balto. I love that movie as a kid.
That movie was like terrifying because I just felt like I was on the edge of my seat the entire time.
Oh, of course.
Like of all animated movies, that was the most suspenseful movie. And like when you watch it as a kid, you don't know that the ending's, like gonna turn out okay. I feel like as a kid, as a kid, I had a skewed version of reality. I'm like, oh my god,
a skewed version of reality.
Yeah, and now as an adult, you're like, he's gonna win, or he's gonna get, like, was it Balto, where he had to get the medicine across?
Yes.
Okay.
And it was like breaking.
Yeah, the ice was breaking and stuff. It was for that little sick girl.
Mm-hmm.
I was trying.
That's a movie they need to make a live action remake of.
Yeah.
Like fuck Aladdin. It's like
I never even saw it. Apparently, it's on Disney Plus now.
Oh really?
Yeah.
I'll watch it now.
I'm gonna watch it. I mean, it was in really theaters for like a hot second. It like was in there and it was gone.
Because Will Smith looks like a serial killer.
Like I was totally fine with Will Smith being Genie. Like other than Robin Williams, R.I.P. Like, can you think of another comedian that could fill that shoe? Not even fill the shoe, because I feel like
Charlie Murphy.
That
would actually be pretty
rest
amazing.
in peace too. Charlie Murphy would be
rest in peace too.
Unbelievably hilarious.
Like
that
Charlie
man was
Murphy
just
as
like
Genie would be hilarious.
He was just like absolutely hilarious. Didn't have to do anything. Him, like Bernie Mac. That's another one. Rest in peace.
If Bernie Mac was the Genie,
but Bernie Mac is the Genie. I would lose it. I'd buy like 20 copies of that film just to support it.
I would have gone to see it day one if Bernie Mac was a Genie. Rest in peace to him.
Can you imagine? Oh, Mac. I just tell
my
you.
Goodness.
Yo, I didn't mean to make this a sad one, but
thanks, Jake.
I promise I didn't mean
Balto.
to. Yeah, Balto, it really kicked it off. That movie made me sad. But now I know now it's all, I'm jaded. I'm a jaded adult. now I'm good. I watch it. I'm like, he's gonna get there.
She's gonna get the medicine.
I'm not worried about it. Yeah. So yeah, that's another one of mine.
Iditarod's dope. I would see that.
It's wild. Like I'm not a fan of the cold. I don't know how you stand it where you're at.
My black ass. Oh my! I hate it.
I don't know how you do it. Like I hate. So here's the thing. Let me be clear. I like the fall. Like I like that weather. I like to be able to wear pants comfortably.
Yep.
And wear like sweatshirts, hoodies, all that. The winter is okay if it's not, freaking like below freezing and constantly windy. This has been the windiest year, at least here where I'm at, that I can remember. It is just bitter, and these random cold fronts that just keep coming through. It's like,
my goodness,
the weather here, it's been like 50 degrees one day. That's a decent temp. Then it like drops down like 30 degrees, and I'm like, what? I gotta keep busting out the coat.
Yep.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of the cold.
I don't know how. Yeah, but other than that, like, if I was going to see the Iditarod, I feel like I wouldn't be going there to be like, like flexing or flossing in my my outfit. I'm just gonna be warm. Like whatever I wear, I'm just gonna like aim to be warm.
You'll be so jacked up on testosterone and Mountain Dew that you wouldn't even feel the cold.
I have to. Yeah, I'd have to be to watch the Iditarod.
Yeah. I was about to say vodka, but that's Russia, not Alaska.
That is yeah.
Still works though.
It keep you warm. It keep you warm. You got anything? You got another one on your bucket list?
Fun fact, also, do you know why Russians drink vodka?
Do I know why?
Yeah. Because out of all of the liquor, vodka has the lowest freezing temperature.
So basically,
most liquor won't freeze anyway,
right?
But it's so
but vodka
there.
Definitely wouldn't freeze. I was just gonna say because in Russia, vodka drink you.
you don't drink vodka.
Vodka drink you.
Let me see. Another one. So this is gonna be a weird one. This is my number 3. My number 3.
I don't know. Mine aren't in any particular order.
Yeah, at this point, mine aren't either. I don't think this is something I'll ever do, but it's something I would always be interested in doing.
Okay.
Is staying at like a monastery.
Dude, that's dope.
Like shave my head and like live there for 2 years.
Like be totally off the grid, like tech free, everything free. I mean, you're wearing a robe.
Exactly. Sun's out, buns out. My balls are just hanging. I'm meditating.
You're just wearing a diaper, yo. Just made out of cloth.
Not even a diaper. I wouldn't even wear a diaper. I just free ball it.
They probably do, actually. Let's be real.
Exactly.
Dude, that's crazy.
I'll be the only chocolate monk.
That's a fantastic one.
I'm joking about it, but I'm dead serious. I would do that.
No, I'm with it. That's pretty dope. I thought about that too. You know, like one thing I would love to do is to, and this is a bucket list item for me. Just to add to that is like I want a mountain house, just like out there, like somewhere like Colorado or like even just in a mountain here or something like that. Just to like walk out of my house in the morning, I have like a cup of coffee in my hand and I'm looking out on this beautiful landscape. Just it like nothing out there. It's just quiet. Like it's just
except there's something out there.
Well, I mean, there's probably bears and all sorts of random hateful animals that want to kill me. That's why I get a gat. I mean,
I have
probably a bear would kill me.
Explainable fear of bears.
Completely, like you just
it's crazy.
What? Just all bears?
Just bears in general, because I feel like if most animals ran up on me, I'm pretty confident in my abilities to survive or at least seriously maim that animal. If a tiger ran up on me, I'm gonna die.
Tiger
of course.
Definitely would.
But like
Tigers are OP.
I'd gouge its eyes out, well, at least one eye, or like I give it a little scratch. Like I remember him. He scratched me. He's dead, but he scratched me. With a bear,
how
feel
are you
like
gouging a tiger's eye out?
I have no idea.
Where are you?
With a bear, if a bear ran up on me, it's over.
A bear.
I'd probably just get in the fetal position and just die. I'd hold my breath until I died.
Bear, isn't that one of the techniques that they said to do or something? Like you're supposed to like curl up in a ball, but that was like proven to be a myth. I heard you're supposed to like make yourself big, like you put your arms out and make yourself bigger.
Too much of a bitch to do that.
You see that bear?
I am so serious right now. I'm not even trying to be funny. I'm dead serious.
You see that
I would
bear?
like hold my breath until I died, or just run headfirst into a tree and hope that it like kills
knock
me.
yourself out.
Oh my god, you have no idea.
You're just gonna wake up with it, like you're gonna get a headache, and then the bear's gonna kill you.
Oh my god,
that's the one thing. Like, have you ever gone camping?
Not in tents. I did it in like
a house style,
like a cabin.
Yeah, like a little cabin.
Yeah.
You're like just true camping. Like I've gone camping like twice maybe with a group of people, and the first, actually each time I've gone it's rained. That's how my luck is with camping. It's rained, and the first time it was like a torrential downpour. It was hilarious too. Like we went with a group of people. We all set up tents at this campground, and then like it was me, my mom, and my brother, and my dad was away on business, So he was like on his way back, but we were all going to go to the campground first, and he was going to meet us there.
Mm-hmm.
But he was going to sleep at home that night. It was one of the worst.
I'm gonna see you guys during the day, but at night I'm going home.
Oh, not yet, nah. So he was gone that day, coming back to town, and then we had just left town and gone to the campground, and then he was going to come the very next day. So,
Gotcha. Okay.
Well, it was the worst torrential downpour and thunderstorm I've ever been involved in. We were in this tent, and mind you, it's a tent. It's metal. Like those rails that come across are metal. It was like the tent was like folding over, and like water is dripping through. We're in like 2 or 3 inches of water in this tent. My dad slept like a freaking baby at home by himself in his bed, and he was laughing his ass off. All of us were soaked. It was like 4 or 5 tents full of people. We had like stuff everywhere, like lines everywhere.
Where was the car?
We couldn't even get to the car. It was parked. It was parked nearby, but like we couldn't even get out because the lightning was striking. Because it was near a river. This campground was near a river.
I probably would have risked it all for the car.
Yo,
if I die, I die.
We were just in there. We were sleeping on air mattresses, and literally it was floating in that tent. It was insane, truly insane.
Did you sleep at all?
No. Not at all. I didn't sleep at all.
I probably would have slept like a baby, honestly. Unless there were bears, then.
Well, that was what I was gonna segue with. Like, I was so afraid that this storm was like going buck wild, and we were gonna see some wildlife through that freaking campground. Because like they're probably running for cover. I'd have to imagine,
for sure.
With a crazy freaking storm like that, where it's like lightning and the thunder was so loud, it sounded like cannons. And I was beside myself. I'm like, how did I get to this? How did I get to this point? I was like 12.
What kind of life decisions?
This is how I die.
This is how I die.
And then I was expecting like a bear to just plow through camp.
So I have a question actually about camping.
Yeah.
How do you poop?
I've
always wanted to know.
So, well, it depends on. We were on a campground. So you
got to go in the bathroom.
Well, yeah. I mean, like they had. You had to like travel to them, but there was like. Basically, it was like a porta potty freaking area.
So, did you like wake up one night, couldn't make it, and just pooped outside in the bush?
No. But basically that's what you had to do otherwise. Like a lot of people were doing that. They'd go, and then kind of like how, like with a dog, like you take a dog to the bathroom, you go, the dog does their business, and you pick it up with a bag.
Did you pick up your own poop with a bag?
Or did
they pick up their own poop?
No, yeah. Oh yeah.
Why would you pick up I would never pick up my own. I'd bury it before I pick it up.
Oh yeah.
It's fertilizer.
Well, human poop, we're full of all sorts of chemicals.
We're full of shit.
We are. We're completely full of it. And then we're hard. Like that's why we can't even bury ourselves in the ground, because like we're polluted apparently.
That's true.
We eat too many processed stuff. We gotta go back. We gotta go back to the paleo diet.
Chicken wings.
I love chicken wings. I had them tonight. For dinner. It was delicious.
Ooh, actually, no. Dinner was good tonight here.
What'd you have?
They made like a chicken stew over rice.
But that was good.
It was amazing.
And we went to this local place to have wings because on Thursday nights they do what is it, like $3 wings for like a
Buffalo Wild Wings?
Nah, not Buffalo Wild Wings. This is a local spot. And the basket's like $3 for like 6 wings. It's dope.
It's not bad.
Pretty Gucci. And they make their own like dipping sauces and stuff.
We could do a whole episode on chicken wings.
Oh god. Yeah.
Chicken wings.
Oh my god. I'll go ahead and say it. Hot take. I enjoy boneless wings almost better than regular chicken wings.
All right. This is the last episode of the next call.
Oh, it's over.
Thank you all for joining us.
Yep.
We appreciate it, but I'm no longer friends with Jay. Edit that out.
I'll fix that in post. That's fine. Yeah, no. Extremely hot take. The reason why is because I like a lot of sauce. So, and I like to dip them in ranch. That's the reason
You can
why.
do that with a bone-in wing, though.
Yeah, but like, I don't know.
But
Yeah, I just am lazy. I'm really lazy. That's really the crux of the matter. I'm just lazy. I'd like to just jab it with a fork, dunk it in, and then just one whole swoop. Like one whole swoop. I'm just taking the whole thing, the whole wing.
I'm not going to diss boneless completely. However,
I didn't say it was
flavorful.
my favorite. Oh no. Hands down. The flavor of a traditional wing, it beats it every time. The lazy
do you like
the lazy part of me just likes the poppability of a boneless wing.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying?
That's true.
If I had the choice,
Every now and then.
yeah, oh yeah, not every time. Like I said, we just had traditional wings tonight. I had buffalo and barbecue. It was dope.
Do you like the drums or do you like the winglets or whatever they're called?
From
Flats, excuse me. Drums or flats? Don't kill me.
Yeah, you're good. I'll let it slide. I would say I like the drums the best, but I don't hate
Smart man.
I don't hate the flats. Like people don't like if you get a tray. Let's just say if you get a tray of them for like a party, I'll see people avoid the flats. Why?
Because I'm lazy.
You don't want to break the bone apart.
I have to do that thing where I don't even break the bone. I just stick my tongue in the middle. Just like use my tongue to pull the meat out.
Yo,
That sounds really awkward.
I will say, after a while, like if they're all in this tray and stuff like that, I do get fed up. Like when I get those, I used to just do what you did, like just take the meat from between there, without breaking the bone. But I just now I like get angry. I like Hulk them apart. I'm just like,
Yeah, I don't know.
I'm done with this.
I don't even go for it.
But they don't have as much meat. Like that's really,
Exactly.
it's just annoying. It's the most annoying thing.
And the good thing about it is that between me and my girlfriend, she likes the flats. I don't.
Oh.
And even me and my family, like my mom and my sister,
Yeah.
they like the flats. I'm the only person who likes
What
drums.
is?
So when we go out, it's perfect.
That's fire. You don't even have to worry about it.
Not at
Y'all
all.
give me your drumsticks.
They're all mine.
Y'all take these flats. Like
And there's always more
That's
drums
fire.
than flats. So
absolutely.
joke's on you.
That's absolutely. Do you so
But yeah.
if you're eating boneless wings and there's like a little bit of like fat on them or like that gristly part, do you just straight up eat it or do you kind of like
Of course.
navigate around it?
No, boneless wings. I don't even notice any part difference in parts. I inhale it
Oh, you just go full force. You just
full force. Inhale that joint.
Yeah.
Dunk it in ranch. Inhale it.
Bruh, one of the best flavor combinations on the planet, and I like it just because I like sweets more a little bit. Is barbecue sauce and ranch. The two together is
I've
magical.
never tried that actually.
It's magical. Yeah, just like
Almost
a
30
barbecue.
years older. I've never tried that.
I mean, don't get me wrong. There is a special place in my heart for buffalo and ranch. But when I tell you the combination of barbecue and ranch, it's unparalleled. You got the sweetness of the barbecue and then just the creamy ranch
Savoriness.
Yeah, of ranch. It's fire. I'd mix them both together and drink them if I could. It'd be gross. I
Speaking of
probably
special
would throw up.
places, there's definitely a special place in hell for people who like blue cheese. Don't tell my girlfriend I said that.
That's totally. Yo, blue cheese is gross. I'm not even gonna lie.
It's cheese. It's not even I just clipped. It's
Sorry.
cheese. It's not even
You're passionate.
fucking sauce. What is it?
It's gross. It's not even. It's
disgusting.
All right, to me, like ranch can have a little bit of, whatever herb or something is in ranch. That's cool, but
It's a ranch plant.
But to have blue cheese where it is chunky.
You almost threw up.
No, yeah, I was threw up. No, I almost burped. I was trying to avoid it. To have it like that's not a sauce to me. That's some nasty.
No,
some nasty chunk. Plus, like let's.
You said butt bust.
Butt bust. Let's be clear on.
It's a bum bump.
What blue cheese is. That is one of the moldiest cheeses. Like obviously, cheese is made from like leaving milk out too long. But let's blue cheese. Like the blue part is like you see the mold. Like,
It's mold.
Not only does it smell like feet, but it like I imagine that's probably what a foot tastes like. I've never tasted what a foot tastes like. I know what a foot smells like, and I imagine that's what it tastes like.
Exactly. I bet you I get a reaction right now.
Yeah,
Let's
I bet.
see. Because people who like blue cheese are disgusting. Let's see. I don't think she must have headphones.
I would have loved to hear a clap back.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Oh.
She's gonna have the balls to tell it to my face. I really hope it recorded that.
Oh my god, I could hear it on my end.
Oh, that's hilarious.
That's hilarious. Yo, no offense. Blue cheese is
Blue cheese is disgusting.
I can't. Oh.
It is not.
I hear it. I hear the clap back. Yeah, I don't know. Like at Buffalo Wild Wings, do you get the same thing every time?
Sorry.
Oh, whoa.
That you don't have the palate to appreciate good cheese.
It's not cheese. Is it cheese or is it sauce? Which is
It's
it?
mold.
It's mold.
Blue cheese. What do you think it is?
Mold.
But you put your wings on it. Would you take a slice of American cheese and wrap it around your wing and eat it?
That might be fire.
I'm not gonna have this conversation with you.
American
Right
cheese
now,
tastes good though. That's the thing.
Exactly.
Who said exactly?
He said American cheese actually tastes good though.
Who said that?
What do you think? Jay? Yes, he said that.
Come on, Jay.
Yo, I let's be honest.
Say what?
I hate blue cheese. It's gross.
It's disgusting.
Don't call me disgusting.
You're not disgusting. I love you. So,
But as I was saying, when you go to B-Dubs or somewhere else, do you deviate at all? You get the same thing every time?
spicy garlic every time.
Every single time.
Every single time.
That's the only flavor you get?
At Buffalo Wild Wings, yeah. And after I try a place, if I go to a new place, I'll try out what they. First of all, if they have anything that's garlic in it, I'm down. I'm like a
All right.
fiend to the pipe. But
Garlic is delicious. I'll be perfectly honest with you. Like,
my God,
you get,
it's amazing.
yeah. I'm already thinking of perfect dishes that have garlic in it. It's like pasta, or you ever had garlic on pizza?
Not like
Straight up
actual
garlic clove.
chopped garlic, but
Yeah.
Domino's, they put garlic, like some kind of garlic powder on
Yep.
the crust,
Uh-huh.
and then crack.
It's definitely a marketing ploy for them, and it's so successful. Like, think about it. A lot of people probably hate crust. I don't hate crust. I love crust. But you put that stuff on there. You put that garlic stuff on there. Do you dip your crust in that little boat of garlic that they give you in the pizza box?
I used to do that. Because Papa John's gives it to you for free.
Yep.
Domino's charges you for it. I
Yeah.
used to take my entire slice of pizza and just dunk it in there.
I did
But
too.
I feel like my veins being clogged as
Bruh,
I ate.
It is liquid diabetes, right in a small cup. It's yellow. Oh, yo, it looks like. You ever see like on those commercials where they show people that have had
With the what?
the gastric bypass thing, and they're like, like, this fat was in your stomach, and they show that like nasty yellow. That's what that looks like, just liquefied.
That's what my insides look like right now.
That's what mine look like too. I ain't lying. See?
Oh, man, I wish my neck was that small. That's why I grow my beard out, so it like hides my double chin.
Bruh, I can't grow a beard right now because it makes me look older than I am. Think about it this way. I'm about to be 29 this year.
Okay.
That's one.
I'm about to be 30 this year.
That's one step of 30. I just can't even believe it. I can't even believe it. I don't know where I'm at. Actually, I know where
everybody
I'm at.
who's older than 30 listening to this is like, you're not even old.
I'm
Let
not
me
even
tell you what old is.
Yeah, no, I constantly, my fiance's family is going to throw me like an over the hill party for when I turn 30, but
no, that would be nice.
I don't even feel old. Yeah, it really, I just feel me. I'm goofy. At any age, I'm just going to be like that at any age.
I don't feel old.
I play video games.
Exactly.
Name a video game.
I buy coloring books.
You still color?
I like chicky nuggies.
I play Pokemon. Like, played it since it began. That's how freaking OG we are.
Right?
We played it since it started.
I had. Wait, which version did you have? Out of the original, red or blue?
I got red, and my brother got blue.
Oh, smart man. Smart man.
I got red, like, and then he didn't want his, so I took it. I took both.
I took it.
Yeah, I played both, red and blue.
Hell yeah.
It was dope.
I had red. My friend had blue. Then I got yellow, of course.
Duh.
I wanted Pikachu to
follows
me.
behind you.
I still think, to this day, though, the best one that they've come out with was the gold, silver, crystal.
Yeah, gold was fire.
I had silver because I wanted Lugia.
Yeah,
and then I got crystal.
You know, I was a weird kid. I ended up getting both of gold and silver. I mean, like at the time, games just were not that expensive.
They weren't,
especially Game Boy.
Well, maybe
games.
because we weren't paying for them. I think inflation. They probably were.
True that. Although expensive. I did like save up whatever little money I had to contribute. I was that type of kid because I was like, I really want this game.
I just said, "Mom, get it."
I mean, I'm not gonna lie and say I didn't ask for it because I did. I didn't play Crystal though. That was one that I didn't get to play.
Suicune was.
Yeah, I feel like I missed out on that.
I mean, it's the same game. Let's be honest.
It was, but
it's a little bit different.
I have to say, of the original games, Yellow was just a game changer because you finally had I mean, obviously we all watched the show,
right?
And Pikachu followed Ash everywhere.
Yep.
And we're all of us wanted that. Then they come up with Yellow. Pikachu's the star of the game, and he follows you around. Total game changer.
That's true.
In my opinion. Now,
no, it definitely was.
Now we're up to the Switch games, and they are out of control. The Sword and Shield is totally beyond. I never thought I'd see Pokemon get to this level.
No, I didn't either, to be honest with you.
Probably if they're all still listening to the podcast at this point, they've all turned it off. Now that we started talking Pokemon.
So I'll ask one more Pokemon question, because anybody who, even if you don't play it, this question is what separates the boys from the men. Mm-hmm. And if you answer incorrectly, I'm going to remove you from all social media platforms and never talk to you again. Squirtle, Bulbasaur, or Charmander? Who was your starter?
Ooh, When you mean like when I first picked up the game, when I
Yeah.
first started.
I mean, even today, if I played again, my choice would be the same.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie, it was Charmander. It was just straight up. I went for the gold. I just burned everybody to the ground.
That's true. Charmander wasn't a bad choice. Actually, I don't think there was any bad choice
Of the original 3 starters. The
Yeah,
most
then it got weird.
the most OP one, at least in my opinion, this was before like their moves got like enhanced and the abilities were different, was Squirtle.
Oh yeah, Squirtle. Blastoise is my guy.
He crushed. That was that's probably like those two are probably interchangeable. I had a different respect for Bulbasaur because he was like the hardest to play as, especially in the beginning. Like you get blacked out every single time. like every single time. When you started the game, did you put in your own name? Or did you, like when you first started playing, or did you, for me, because I was obsessed with the show, I put in Ash. So I was going to play as Ash.
That's true.
And I just did.
I feel like okay, there was a couple different variations. It depends on like how old I was at the time. Because I feel like there was a point in time when I did Ash.
Yep.
There was a point in time when I did EJ, just, straight up my name.
Yeah.
And then I feel like there was another couple times when I really wasn't playing. I just kind of wanted to be a little shit, and I would pick a name like Penis.
Oh, yeah,
or like
yeah.
like something
You just
vulgar,
did it-
just so I can laugh.
I mean, before memes were a meme, like before they were a thing,
Right.
everybody did it. Everybody did it. Or like you
course.
name your party Pokemon like something stupid.
Oh, they were all vulgar things that I would never say in front of my mother.
Absolutely not. Yeah, mine were all names after biblical characters.
Really?
No.
Oh, that's
You just said you wouldn't
actually
say vulgar things to your mother. I said,
amazing.
no, yeah, mine were all biblical characters.
Actually, I may do that on the Switch.
That actually would be
It's
probably
actually
fire. I'm not even gonna lie.
You go online and battle people, and it's just like all biblical names.
Yeah. Oh my
I'm
god.
doing that. I'm still doing that.
That actually is kind of cool. Yeah, yo. I mean, and that was just like, what, 18 some years ago?
Yeah,
Something like that.
something like that.
Technology's changed. Here we are. Nintendo, I feel like, is the most dynamic of the companies. Like their consoles have never been the same twice. None of them.
That is true.
Like they've all had their flair, except for the Wii U. That was total garbage.
Yeah,
I bought one
I barely even remember that.
and I returned it. Not even gonna lie. That I can't be any more real than that. I'll be perfectly honest. I returned it.
That's like the pre-Switch. That's all it really was.
I think they must have been playing the long game. That's what I have to imagine.
Mhm.
Because they like the Wii U, it was handheld, and Nintendo has made their bread and butter the handhelds. Like there's no other company's been successful. You tried, like, I had a PSP.
Oh, I had a PSP. I love that.
The PSP was dope, but it was no contest which one I played more. I played the Game Boy more. I played the DS more. The DS was crazy. Dual screen, like what?
I never had a DS. I stopped at Game Boy Advance.
Really? Yeah.
Yeah.
DS was tight. Like it came with a stylus, and then if you connected it actually had network connection. And between two DSs, if you were nearby one, you could like chat with each other. So like my brother had one, and I had one, and if we were in trouble, we'd just go in our rooms, like, and DS chat back. That'll tell you how old the situation was. But
Nah,
yeah,
you needed a link cable.
oh yeah, freaking link cable. That was tight. You ever play like the Zelda games and link up with your friends on that?
No, I never. So,
Oh no.
Ocarina of Time was the first Zelda game that I've ever played.
What?
Yeah, and I have had the opportunity to go back and play the older ones, but I've never had interest in it.
Oh.
And to be honest with you, the only Zelda games I've even ever played have been Ocarina of Time, Majora's Mask, Twilight Princess, and Breath of the Wild.
I mean, I'm
all
not
the
gonna
goofy,
lie,
cartoony ones I've ignored.
Yeah, a lot of people hated on Toon Link. My brother loved it.
Yeah,
he loved Toon
I hated
Link.
on them. I still do hate them.
The OG Link will always be for me the one that that appeared in Super Smash Bros. On N64.
Oh, yeah.
Like that version of Link was tight. I mean, like he was just. You picked him all the time. I at least I did a lot. Like he had arrows, he had bombs. He hit you.
I still pick him
from short range, long range. Yeah, it doesn't matter. He's still good. Yeah. Dang. I mean, you played some decent ones.
Decent one. Ocarina of Time is the best game of all time. Let's not say decent.
Yeah,
I've played the best ones.
You played the best ones. I mean, I didn't hate Toon Link. I just liked just like with Pokemon, like those series, the Zelda games. They're totally different. They changed gaming, in my opinion.
They did. They definitely did. Especially now with Breath of the Wild, it's insane.
Yeah,
I've been playing through that, and it's overwhelming the amount of stuff I can do.
I mean, it
really is.
The open world of that game is massive, and it is overwhelming. Like this, but it's not like it's like horrible overwhelming. It's like
no, it's good.
It's just
it's fun.
But yeah, those are two iconic franchises. That
I don't know how we got to this point.
I don't know. Yeah, I mean, we were talking about Buffalo Wings, and now we're on Zelda and Pokemon. Did you have any other bucket list things you wanted to say?
Those are my main ones, honestly.
Those were basically mine. I mean, I didn't really, other than like, this one's like just we've already even talked about it right at the beginning. Win the lotto. I think that's a given. Like win the lottery.
I'm not even gonna get into
the weeds on that
because I feel like I could fill a whole episode up with the things that it's ridiculous the amount that I have planned my life out when I win the lottery.
Yeah,
and I say win.
Oh, all right, bet. Literally bet. The one question I have is is regarding the amount. What would you do if you won $1 million? Only $1 million, like just a low key lotto.
Before taxes or after taxes?
$1 million take home.
$1 million take home.
$1 million take home.
Fuck Uncle Sam. So if I won $1 million take home,
yeah,
I wouldn't quit my job.
Yep. Okay.
I would pay off my student loans.
Yeah, that's good.
I would give my mom enough money to pay off her house and a little extra.
Yep.
I would buy a car. Nothing crazy. I'd buy
just something
like a 3 Series.
Yeah.
BMW.
Yeah.
I don't even think I would even buy a Jeep because those Jeeps can get really expensive. that would be amazing. But like they can get up there.
Oh yeah.
I probably like a little 3 Series, and then me and my girl would like get a condo.
Yep. That's solid. That's pretty solid.
And then invest the rest.
Yeah. I was waiting for that. I was hoping you were going to say that.
Of course, because
you got to.
Even after I do all that, it's only like I've only spent.
I mean, how much?
Not even $300K.
Right. I was going to say, like, how many? Like, are you going for like luxury condo? Like, what? Where would you go?
Simple.
What was your condo?
I mean, well, we're here until she finishes her school.
Yeah.
So I mean, that's another 3-4 years. So here until she's done, I would still work my same job.
Yeah, but like, here's the thing: you could invest it and then still live off of What's
the
your
interest.
Yeah, exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but
I would still work my same job. I would just be a lot less patient.
yeah, absolutely.
Like, fuck you, Carol. I'm not
Listen
putting more
up.
toner in the printer.
Listen up, peasant. Okay,
Exactly.
I don't have to do this, but I will anyway.
fuck did you say to me,
go
Barbara?
Let me go put the pet. Let me take care of you because you can't.
Exactly. But he just hasn't been the same since last month. What happened?
I don't even
know.
know.
He has a BMW now.
Would you tell? Would you tell anybody that you won?
My family.
Most definitely.
My family.
They
and
would
like,
know, obviously, if you're paying off houses and stuff.
Of course, you and Jordan.
Excuse me.
Also, I would do that too. I would obviously, like, my girlfriend would reap the benefits of so on and so forth.
Yeah, of course.
Like my closest friends, I'd give them some cash.
Oh, all right. That's mighty generous. Yeah, I would definitely do the same thing though too. I would help as much as I could, and still leave enough, at least half, I think, to invest. Or maybe I'd split it into like 4 quarters and then put like some in savings, some in investment. You know, like a quarter in savings, a quarter investment, or maybe even half investment, and then
Diversify your portfolio.
yeah, just to like split it up a little, and then like once you put like half of that in investment, you're Gucci.
Yeah, you're golden.
You're setting yourself up. Yeah. Okay. That answers my question. That's pretty good.
Oh, yeah.
That's pretty good.
Trust me, one day on here, I'm going to go in detail, and everybody's going to know how crazy I actually am.
We're gonna have to. Now that you've said it, we're gonna have to devote an episode to specifically the lottery.
It's your funeral.
That's fine.
Well, I guess to say it's my funeral because everybody's going to crucify me.
I don't know, man. You'd be surprised. Probably a lot of people would be probably brutally honest if they were to win the lotto, and not just like $1 million, but like like when the Powerball was up and it was like way up to the point where people like
$1 billion.
Like it was horrible if you didn't buy a ticket. Like the odds were against you to the point where if you didn't buy a ticket, you were missing out. You could have won.
Of course.
Yeah,
I think
man.
I spent like that day.
I bought a bunch of tickets. I don't know how many
I did a couple pools at work, and we all put in $20 for the pool. So I did like 2 of those, and then I put like $20 myself. So it was like $60.
Yeah. That's pretty
It
good.
isn't terrible now I'm thinking about it.
No. I thought I probably spent $20 myself on tickets.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't even get close. I was super salty. I stopped at multiple stores too, like multiple convenience stores.
My take on it is this: like I'm not gonna get into it too deep because I'm gonna save a lot of this. But my thing is that if you're meant to win, you're meant to win.
Most definitely. Definitely.
You can buy 1 ticket, and if you're meant to win, you're gonna win.
You got it.
And
yeah.
I watched like a lot of
even a minor prize.
No, I'm just gonna
I'd be
stop.
Gucci. Hey yo, save it for that episode. It's all good.
Yeah, I'm gonna save it.
So we're gonna get into it. Don't. I'm not
gonna spoil it.
Yeah, no.
Find out next time on Dragon Ball Z.
Tune in next time. I think that dude just passed away too. God, yo.
Oh yeah, Dragon Ball Z dude.
Ugh. That is.
But hey, we're still here.
Here we are. Let me check the time. So we're at 1:14. I think that's pretty. We got into some
really good.
Some shit.
We got into some shit.
Shit. Some shit. All right. Well, let's wrap it up there. I appreciate anybody who stuck with us this far, especially through Pokemon and Zelda. Although, to be clear, there's a vast majority that probably like video games and just wouldn't admit it. Or we have a lot of friends that are gamers anyway. So if they're listening, I hope you made it to that point in the podcast. Anyways, you guys can find us, the podcast, on SoundCloud, and the best way to get to it, the current episode, which will be this one, will be up on SoundCloud, and a link to it will be on Twitter and Instagram. It's at Next Call Podcast on both Twitter and Instagram, and you can catch pictures and we'll be tweeting periodically and stuff like that. And I'll definitely
posting nudes.
Yeah, they're just tasteful though. The tasteful. We'll be posting and tweeting when the episode goes live. And EJ, where can they find you, my guy?
You can find me on Instagram at the Dop Life, the DOPLIFE.
Dang, I've been tagging your gaming Insta. My bad.
Oh, you can. I don't. And that one is Super Duper EJ, but that's going to soon change because I changed my gamer tag recently. But yeah.
And you can find me at Real Slick J. That's REAL Slick SLICK JAY. I had to spell it out because it kind of sounds like it runs together. But I post on Instagram and Twitter. I'm posting gaming clips from EJ and our friend Jordan and I. We all are a squad, so we do a little work on especially Apex.
Kill everything. I'm gonna text Jordan now and ask him if he wants to get on.
Vast majority of the time we're on Xbox. But anyway, so that's been it. Thank you guys for listening. EJ, you want to say anything?
Mom, I love you.
EJ's mom, I love you as well.
Exactly.
So thanks again for listening, guys, and we'll catch you guys on the next call.
Hey,
peace.